Alright, hello everybody on YouTube. I am back for another video, and as you can see, this one is a little bit different. Rather than another composition video that I've been showing you guys for the past few times in a row, this is actually a piece that I arranged and performed, as you can see, about over 2 years ago. It's called "A Mighty Fortress Is Our God." It's a Christian hymn that's often sung in churches. And originally, it was actually called Ein Festberg. It was composed by Martin Luther, so he was like the big key figure. He was the guy who wrote the 95 Thesis and who started the Protestant Reformation. So in history, originally this song was titled Ein Festberg, and I believe that was German. And it was interesting because Martin Luther was a big advocate for making sure that the masses and other Christian hymns were actually sung in the vernacular so that people who went to church could actually understand what was being sung. And so this is one of those pieces that it is a vernacular piece. And of course, it's been translated to English so that us English-speaking folks can understand what it means as well. One thing that I thought was particularly interesting is when I heard the Ein Festberg, the original, the original piece, before it, succumbed to any changes, I noticed that not only was it in German originally, but originally the tune was actually slightly different too. It was a little simpler. I don't know why, but I guess, through different arrangers and through the transmission of the song through different, peoples, I guess different composers or arrangers or orchestrators maybe decided to add a little bit more nuance to the melody because now it sounds a little bit more melodic than the original. And so I always thought that was interesting. I don't know who did this arrangement. I mean, obviously, I said that I did this arrangement, but this arrangement of mine that I've done is based off of not the original Ein Festberg, but is based off of the Christian hymn you would find in the hymnal books. Like, for instance, the Celebration series, I think is what it's called. And so if you look in that book, you'll find the one, and I don't know the composer or the arranger of that version, but that's the version that I referred to. So my version isn't based off of Ein Festberg, but it's based off of much more recent or later rendition of this song. While it's still, while it's based off of that, it is still technically an original arrangement by me because I took the parts, and it would normally be for 4-part choir for SATB. I obviously can't sing quite as high as an alto or a soprano, or maybe I can, but not comfortably. And so I arranged it for 2 tenors and 2 basses, I think. And so it's like more for like a male choir. So that's why technically this arrangement is an arrangement by me, because I actually had to go through the work of taking the tune and trying to lower some of the melody lines by an octave and fit things together so that it could be a little more easily sung by a male choir as opposed to both men and female. So yes, it was arranged by me, but it is obviously not an original by me because it's based off of a rendition of the song by another composer. Anyways, that's enough jibber-jabber about that. I thought it was a nice choral piece, and you guys haven't actually seen any choral works of mine yet where I actually record myself singing all 4 parts and putting it together in an editor. So I thought this was a good start. I will showcase this for you and see what you guys think, see if you like it. Without further ado, I better mute my mic and start the video. Here we go.
A mighty fortress is our God, a bulwark never failing. Our helper, he amidst the flood of mortal ills prevailing. But still our ancient foe doth seek to work us woe. His craft and power are great, and armed with cruel hate. On earth is not his equal. Did we in our own strength confide, our striving would be losing. Were not the right man on our side, the man of God's own choosing. Lost as who that may be, Christ Jesus it is he. Lord Sabaoth his name. From to us. We will not fear, for God hath willed his truth to triumph through us. The Prince of Darkness grim, we tremble not for him. His rage we can endure, for lo, his doom is sure. One little word shall fell him, that word above all earthly powers, no thanks to them abideth. The Spirit and the gifts are ours through him who with us sideth. Let goods and kindred go, this mortal life also. The body they may kill, God's truth abideth still. His kingdom is forever.
Alright, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Definitely have not subsided with my ability to talk your ears off for the first 3.5 minutes before I start the video, but hopefully you'll forgive me, and maybe you've learned a thing or two about the history of this piece a little bit. Definitely this is not perfect. I mean, you know, I tried my best to sync all 4 voices up as best as I could, but it's always subject to a bit of human error. But I think it sounds all right. Intonation's another thing too. I mean, you know, it sounds like chords, but some vocal singers are really, really good at like knowing how to like slightly flatten or sharpen certain notes so that their chords sound really pure, and like the whole sort of ratio relationships between different sound waves is like perfect. So you get these really rich and pure tones and consonances. That's going to take some work. Usually what I've done in more recent choral works is I've actually slightly adjusted the pitch in the editor to make my voice sound good. I know that's cheating a little bit, but I mean, if it's possible to improve the way my 4-part choral works sound just by simply tweaking the audio a little bit, I mean, I'm gonna do it, you know. But anyways, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about it. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for more. I will show you some more choral works, although they're really short. And so I'll actually show you 2 choral works because each one is about like 30 to 40 seconds long because I only did 1 verse. This one I did all 4 verses, but the other ones I only did 1 verse because it takes a lot of work to do these sorts of things. So it's a little bit less work for me if I can just restrict myself to 1 verse. I figured it's enough to sound pretty and kind of get my point across. Because I'm actually sort of started like a project where I want to go through every single choral piece in the Celebration series or Celebration Hymnal series. I don't know what the book is called, but there's like 900 hymns in that. So I figured it'd take me forever if I decided to sing all of the verses of every hymn. So I'll just sing the first verse and just start from number 1. Then I did number 2, and that's about as far as I got. So I've got like theoretically 898 more hymns or so to go. So yeah, there's no way I'm ever going to get the project done, but at least I've got a platform for ideas. Like if I ever want to just like do a very simple 30-second kind of sing-along 4-part choir and just show people on Facebook and on YouTube, then it's a really easy source to go to. I'd be like, okay, well, I'm on to number 3 or I'm on to number 4 now. So that's just kind of my plans moving forward as far as choral work is concerned. There are some more serious projects I'm considering, like Salvation is Created, where I will in fact do the whole song. And I am really looking forward to getting the opportunity to do that, because Salvation is Created is a beautiful piece. I really love it, and so I want to actually spend a bit more time to sing the whole piece through and to really, you know, focus on getting that nice 4-part male choir sound happening for that. So something to look forward to. I don't know when I might get started on that. I do have the reading week. However, I'd almost prefer to sing at school because we have these stairwells that are really echoey and they sound really nice. It almost sounds like you're singing in a monastery or something like that. So probably just wait until I get the opportunity when I don't have as much homework to do, and I will find a spot in the stairwell when no one's around and sing my heart out. Anyways, that's just a couple of my plans moving forward. So to kind of give you guys an idea of things to look out for, things to expect in the future of my YouTube videos. Other than that, guys, I've got nothing else to add. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your days, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, everyone.